Alright, what is up, gamers? Time for another game stream. If I can get my. There. I'm trying to get my thing set up there. Anyway, bit of a brief introduction before I get started. Tonight I'll be doing more random games on the PC Engine, and if you were here last week, then you know that I played a lot of really good PC Engine games, but that was only scratching the surface. There are a lot of quality titles on this console. That being said, the first game I'm playing tonight, not one of them, but you'll see why I picked it here in a moment. Where's my thing? There it is. Hold on, one more. Just gotta make sure my volume is set. My volume is not. There. We're live, pal. So this game is called Toilet Kids. Let's press the button. And what is Toilet Kids about? Well, should be obvious. Oh, gonna get banned from Twitch for that. I forgot about that part. This is literally a shit version of Xevious. So yeah, you bomb things on the ground, you shoot things in the air. And yeah, there's a little squat toilet there, and things, they poop on you. As you do. This is like the one of the few games where you could say that it's shit, and you'd be right in more ways than one. This is not a particularly good game. I will not be playing this through to the end, mostly because it's really fucking hard, and I've never been able to finish it. Sandals, I don't know why there's sandals there. Probably just probably some cultural thing I don't understand. This was like the 80s after all. Like early 90s at least. Like I'm about to get fucking murdered by this first boss here. Look, there's not. Oh wait, there is a charge shot in this game. Okay, so there's a charge shot. I'll start using that. Shit, I forgot there was a charge shot in this game. Been a little while since I played this. That's done. Gotta take out the American toilet. This game. Anyway, I guess maybe I could talk about where I first heard about this game. Where I first heard about a lot of these games, actually. So we all have, like websites that we visited when we were younger. A lot of, like, the gaming humor places, like, people were on Something Awful, or people were, like, on iMockery, or places like that. Like, this was before Hardcore Gaming 101 was a thing. So you had to hit up like these small like humor sites that were trying to be like the second coming of Sean, baby. Fuck. And one site that I went to a lot was a place called Zeros Unlimited. It's no longer around. You'd have to hit up the Internet Archive, and even then, it didn't save any of the images. But that was like a site that I really enjoyed because it was funny, and the guy who wrote it was actually pretty fucking smart and used a lot of big words. But he was like one of like the 2 people in America who grew up with this system, so I found out about a lot of strange games from him. Also, the fact that his site was hosted on Overclocked, you know, before it just became a full-on music site. Yeah, you hear about like all these other weird Japanese games, and this is one of them. I mean, I still make fun of Tim Rogers today. Ugh. And is that it's a dragonfly. I almost called that a mosquito for some reason. Like, there is a marked difference between a mosquito and a dragonfly. Anyway, that's what I found out about this game. The next game I'll be playing, I also found out about from there. But also, there's a second reason I'll be playing it. Well, actually, a third reason, because it's actually really good. Shit. And that's what the game over screen looks like. So that was Toilet Kids. It's... you know what, let's just drive that into the ground. It's shit. Alright, next game is... Oh, sorry, I gotta get the folder out of the way so I can see the stream chat. Kato and Ken. So this game is great, but unfortunately, a bit of sad news. Ken Shimura, the man on the right here, he passed away on Sunday due to the coronavirus. So I thought I would play this game, you know, just out of his memory, and also because I really like playing it. This actually came out in the US as well, but the characters were changed to 2 generic white guys, and it was called JJ and Jeff. And following up with Toilet Kids, there's a lot of bathroom humor. So this is Ken Shimura. Chakato was the other guy. And so if you don't know who they are, and I can't imagine anyone here does, they were a Japanese comedy duo, and they hosted their own variety show. Oops, did me a pause. They hosted their own variety show throughout the 80s and part of the 90s. Oops. Gotta get up there. And it actually served as the inspiration for America's Funniest Home Videos, because there was a segment on their show where fans would send in like home videos of them like falling over and doing goofy shit. So if you ever watch like a rerun of America's Funniest Home Videos, you'll see Kato and Ken in the credits under like the like special thanks or like concept by Chakato and Ken Shimura. But the game itself is fun. It's very like Wonder Boy Adventure Island-esque. I mean, it was put together by Hudson Soft, so I collect fruit, I kick bathrooms, jump on flies. Kick things. Alright, get a little more HP there. That's always useful. No good. Never mind, I don't need to kick anything. Now, I think I managed to finish this game once. I don't know if I'll be able to on stream here, because this is also a pretty difficult game. But it's very enjoyable. I absolutely... Like, I definitely consider this to be a classic in the series consoles library. I keep wanting to say series. There was only one PC Engine. I mean, it did get a CD attachment, but... Although I guess it did get the PC effects, but that's... We don't talk about the PC effects. Fuck it. I was trying to jump on those soda cans like the turtle shells in Mario. It's possible, but it's hard to do. So he can jump on things, he can kick things. I have not shown off the third ability that Kato and Ken have. But I gotta watch out for the Yakuza there. Oh, fucking bird. Almost fucking fell off a cliff, Ninja Gaiden-esque. And so you can tell, like, all the costumes and stuff is based off of, like, just the idea that they were, like, sketch comics, and these would just be, like, similar to costumes they'd wear on TV. You can find a lot of their stuff on YouTube as well, and even with the language barrier, it can be pretty darn funny. Which is funny because a lot of Japanese comedy is not really that funny. It's like the fact that a lot of Japanese comedians really wish that they could do like the observational stand-up comedy, but they kind of do like the Punch and Judy, like the straight man smacks the weird guy in the head, and kind of goofy shit like that, where they just tell like really bad puns. Chief Arno from Game Center CX, he's in a very similar situation. Although I feel like with his show, he can do like a bit of observational comedy. No good, and I'm out of coins, so never mind. Alright, I'm waiting for like a good spot to show off my next move here. Whoa! Gotta watch out for the Loch Ness Monster. So the thing about Ken is that he kind of slides after running. It's kind of like Luigi, that he's a little harder to control. I keep forgetting how to get up there. There's like a secret there. Alright, check this out. Third attack. Yeah, I just started tonight's stream off with a lot of toilet humor. It's like I'm channeling the spirit of James Rolfe. He's not even dead yet. Whoa, okay. I thought I was gonna be like a free hit for those mosquito or those flies. I keep wanting to call everything a mosquito tonight. I don't know why. I'm not even that messed up right now. Let's see if I can land it. Shit, actually I think that was what I wanted to just hit the secret. I don't fucking know. Alright, well, I'll just go through normally. And yeah, you can kill things by farting on them, I just haven't been able to yet. But don't let the juvenile potty humor turn you off from this game, because it is awesome. If I can get... fine, dickhead. Let's go see if I can get a extra life. I bet those scenes would be really funny if I could understand them. Oh wait, shit. I didn't actually want to hit that. Guess who just went back a level? And I gotta get some fruit, because I'm running out of vitality here. And I got reckless. So yeah, if you take that spring, you... Shit. I didn't realize I was so close to him yet. There. Darn Loch Ness monster. Don't give me no 350. Give me 250. Whoa. Yeah, the games that beat when you're low on health is something I have never liked. Alright, time to go back to level 4. And this time, don't fucking fuck up and hit that spring that sends you back 1 level. Alright, now I'm just trying to go fast. Damn. Gotta go fast. No good. A couple of other good sources for like looking up like stuff about the system. As far as like English-speaking sources would be the old Magweasel blog, back when that was still around. I mean, it's still around, it just hasn't been updated in like 7 years, so it's not quite the same. Also on YouTube, Dr. Sparkle had, like, you probably know him from doing Crontendo on YouTube, but he also does, oh fuck! We'll just pretend that didn't happen. Next game, he does Cron Turbo, but he also does, Cron PC Engine and Cron Sega about the Master System. Alright, next game, which is not me being stupid and making the same mistake twice in a row. It will be... let me find a good one here. Let's see. Got a lot of choices here. Ricky Gervais platformer. Instead of kicking things, he can just use the as a weapon, he can use the mic stand that he was crucified on. Let's see, Motor Rotor, no, that sucks. Here's a good one. Doesn't have any potty humor in it. It's... Oh, there it is. Okay, wasn't coming up on screen. Jackie Chan. Another game with a celebrity. I know, you probably played this on the NES, but this version is a lot better. And just the music is just really fucking awesome. You know, although unlike the fighting games by Conoco, Jackie Chan is not... he's not as overpowered in this game. Tiger could mess him up. Hashtag Tiger King. Oh, hey, Maddie. I feel like the giant heads were just a thing in this era because you couldn't really do like the details that you can in like today's games. So you just had like big heads just to show things off. I mean, because you think like not just in Japan, but like America did that too. Like Midway did that with like NBA Jam. They did it on that arcade game based off of Journey. Oh, I didn't mean to skip that little intro. You know, and it's like, look how big these sprites are. Oh, can I make that jump? Nope. Ugh, no, I need to get up there. Shit, well, I'm not getting a perfect. That's cool, because I got a 1-up anyway. I mean, Bonk was definitely the mascot, at least over here, until Johnny Turbo came along and, you know, was like, Sega, they're not even human. Also, I'm very gay. I still, when I talk about games, I still say, does it have the arcade feel? If you've never read the Johnny Turbo comics, you're missing out. It was supposed to be this last-ditch effort to try and sell the PC Engine here in the States because it was a tremendous, catastrophic failure over here. Over in Japan, it was like the second big, like, highest selling console of the time, behind Nintendo stuff. But like here in the US, it was a failure, and like when the system was on its last legs, the marketing team put together a series of comic books starring their new mascot, Johnny Turbo, who was like a fat guy in like a really ugly, unflattering green jumpsuit. Oh, I didn't mean to do a Hadouken there, shit. And it turned out the whole thing was just the marketing team making a bunch of jabs at a guy they hated working with. Because Johnny Turbo, in the comics, his secret identity was Jonathan Brandstetter, and Jonathan Brandstetter was a real employee at NEC. In fact, if you have the Nintendo Switch, you've probably seen like all those arcade ports that are on the eShop, and those are all like Johnny Turbo Arcade. Like, because Jonathan Brandstetter runs the company that does those ports, and I guess he's like, yeah, I'll take the fucking Johnny Turbo name, I'll own it. But no, apparently he's actually like a huge asshole to work with, so I'm not gonna say, good for him. I'm just gonna tell him to, you know, go fuck himself. Oh no, the rat got me. Now Jackie Chan is... He's having problems. But it's okay, I got continues. Danny of the Retro Pals, a little over 10 years ago, did like a big commentary of the whole Johnny Turbo saga. It was very funny. I don't know how many of the jokes have aged well because it was over, you know, 10 years ago, but it's fine. We know the kind of man Danny is today. You're welcome for the plug there, Retro Pals. I say like they're piggybacking off my success and not the other way around. And Jackie, let's do this. Oh, okay. Right. Sorry, I'm doing like a mental checklist of other games to play on stream. That way you're not watching me and on my way through a menu for several minutes. Oh, Jesus. I just ran into that like a fucking idiot. Alright, Jackie, let's do that again. I'll just go until I run out of continues or if I beat the game. That seems like a good thing to do for all these games. Yeah, having projectiles come at you from off screen, not a fan of that. That's why my games don't do that. I can't believe I made a better game than Jackie Chan's Action Kung Fu. But it's fine, it's our first boss. And now I just gotta hit him in the head. Oh. Not too difficult, really. Unless like a flame hits me that you can't snuff out. Alright, level 2. Yeah, these levels can be a little lengthy. That's what she said. Yeah. Yeah, I guess level 2, we've entered the depths of hell. Come on, Jackie, you got this. We'll take out, like, not Krillin there. I don't think I've explained, like, these techniques I've been picking up. If you hold up and press attack, Jackie will do a move, in this case a spin kick. I think I gotta slow it down a bit. There's just stuff flying at me here. shaking that screen, you jerk. Oh. I guess I'm not kicking ya. Wait, no, I'm still not kicking ya. Alright. Fine, I'm just gonna jump over you then. Alright. Just keep going, just keep going. Oh. There, if I just keep hopping like this, I'll be okay. Oh. No, Jackie. Slippery jumps. It can be a little tricky to do things. Okay, cool. Checkpoint. So I'm just kind of doing like these bunny hops so the platforms don't fall under me. Because they only collapse if you stand on them for too long. Yeah, I do appreciate that. That's not like a one-for-one look-alike of Jackie, because that would be weird. Be like if Hudson Hawk on the NES looked exactly like Bruce Willis. Although that game would probably be a lot better than it is if that were the case. That game is fucking shit. Although there is a Die Hard game on the PC Engine that's actually pretty alright. I mean, it's not as good as the best Die Hard game, which is, of course, Die Hard Arcade on the Sega Saturn. Or you can get the PlayStation 2 remake and unlock Segata Sanshiro as a playable character. Fuck. Someday I'll need to actually play that remake. I will keep going. It's like slippery ice platform with like little hard to hit enemies, kind of a pain. Oh well, I didn't need that life, but it's fine. It's fine. We're fine. Yeah, I saw the commercials for it. Although I will say it was very uncool of Sega to kind of tease his appearance by implying they were going to do a new Virtua Fighter. Because I'd totally play Virtua Fighter 6 or, like, I don't know, if I could re-release of the F5 that, you know, isn't just, like, a minigame in Yakuza 6. Oh, it's a boss. Double Jackie. Oh. Oh, way to jump, Jackie. Jumping can be a little weird in this game, I've noticed. Yeah, I mean, Tekken is, of course, Tekken. But I'd still play Virtua Fighter just because, I mean, it's Sega. Or like, God, even if all they did was like, hey, we're doing Fighters Mega Mix, but remastered, I'd totally be on that. There we go. And, oh, Jackie, no. I hit this weird looking guy for a bit until he's dead. Okay, having a heck of a time getting around him here. And shit. Okay, so Jackie is officially dead. R.I.P. Jackie. Alright, so that's the end for him. Yes, I did in fact see that. Alright, who wants to see the first PC Engine game I ever played? Some of you who have followed my exploits, you may remember that time I got published in PC Gamer, and it's because I was writing about this game. If it's gonna reload up, loading up. There we go. This is it. This is the first ever Fire Pro Wrestling game. Fire Pro Wrestling Combination Tag. So naturally, I have to be in a tag. So we got Antonio Inoki and I think that's supposed to be Tatsumi Fujinami. Let's see. So I recognize Stan Hansen and Bruiser Brody. Mil Mascaras and Blue Demon. Fucking Tiger Jeet Singh and the Road Warriors, of course. I think it's supposed to be Saruta and Tenryu. Or I guess I'll find out when I see their in-game sprites, but I'm gonna be the Road Warriors. Because of course you gotta be the Road Warriors. So you got punches, you got kicks, you can run. I mean, this was, believe it or not, this was a major, like, high-selling game. You know, it's probably not much to look at, you know, these days, but for fucking 1989, this is where it's at. And Human Entertainment, the developers of this game, they also did do pro wrestling on NES as well. Oh, countered. But if you haven't, for some reason, I imagine everyone here read my article for PC Gamer where I talked about the history of the series and why it was such a big deal, not just in Japan but over here in like the import market. And I won via countout. I have a... Hold on a sec, let me pause the game real quick. I have a link to it, and I will link to it in the chat. Give me just a sec here while I fucking find it. Where's my... There you go, you can take a look at that while I, take on... Who the fuck am I taking on? Oh, the fucking... God, this weird gimmick of like these two like masked pirates. Oh yeah, this was also the first wrestling game to have blood in it, as you can see. All I know is that one of the masked wrestlers is Barry Orton, who is the uncle of Randy Orton. Big star these days. Barry Orton, also one of the people who I think he actually sued the WWF in like the early '90s for sexual harassment. Oh hey Bachelor. I can't do a good impersonation of Randy Orton even if I wanted to. Like I just rub my crotch and then make like one of the writers shake my hand afterwards. Alright, so that was Hawk. Now I am playing as Animal. I'll probably stop after this match because I think everyone gets the point of Fire Pro at this point. I just wanted to show it off because it's a very important series for myself and many other people. Although I do appreciate that, so on the controller, the start button is called run, and in this game, you press the run button to run. Also, you can do heavy attacks if you don't press a direction, but you know, run for run. Shit. Ah, I'm getting out grappled here by fucking Barry Orton. And obviously the series would go on to, you know, have a lot of improvements and things like that. I mean, by the time the third game came out, there were already MMA fighters on the roster, so you know, it was getting, they were doing that hybrid of wrestling and MMA. Oh, way to miss the dropkick, Animal. You were always the weaker member of the Road Warriors. You know, not a patch on the greatest Road Warrior Heidenreich. A reference one person in the chat will get. No, Snitsky was the guy who liked the beat. Heidenreich was the guy who, Heidenreich was... I'm trying to find a good way to say this on stream. He had the, yeah, he did poetry and then read a poem while it was implied that he was, sodomizing one of the commentators. Like he's committing an act of assault on Michael Cole while reading a poem. Mid-2000s WWE was a very, very strange time. These guys gonna fucking tap out or what? I'm just gonna go for a pin, see if that works. Nope. How is it that fucking Barry Orton is like stronger than like goddamn Ricky Choshu in this game? It's ridiculous. And I do appreciate, like, you know, this is 1989. Obviously, it's not going to look as good as like Fire Pro World, but the animations are still like really good for what they are. Like, you can tell what things are, like, you can tell what a move is. It's not some weird looking shit. Uh-oh. Oh, it was a draw. Got counted out. Alright, well, that was enough, Fire Pro. I think you get the idea. Alright, next game. It's a little weird. It's a licensed game, but not... maybe not the way you would expect it. And this was Japan only, despite this being an American property. It's Batman. By Sunsoft. So you're thinking, what on earth would this be? And if you said top-down, almost Bomberman-like game, you'd be correct. You know, Batman throws his batarangs at the Joker's henchmen. He bumps into them and then they fly away. Just like in the movie. You know, Batman, you know, puts on some weight and then he bumps into the mentally ill, sending them twirling towards freedom. Oh yeah. But yeah, it's a very strange choice for a Batman game. Yeah, imagine like Arkham Asylum being like a modern version of this. Yeah, because mimes, they're like French, and also French people are gay. Here in America, we don't put up that kind of shit. A mime Joker would be pretty great. See, that would actually be a pretty great casting choice for Jared Leto. It's like, what do you want me to do? Just stand there and shut the fuck up. Although he would probably still mail all of his cast members, like, use condoms or whatever he did. I don't know, maybe it's like a Prince thing where it's like, here, get the fucking Batman dance on vinyl. Or whatever. What was the song that Prince did for Batman? I can't remember the title of it. Yeah, we're defusing Joker bombs, but... yeah, Bat Dance, thank you. Not to be confused with the other Bat Dance that Adam West pioneered. Oh hey, it's that song from that Doc Future video. Oh yeah. Yeah, they use it in, I mean, obviously they use it in the NES Batman, but they use it in this one too. It's why I'm kinda quiet in this level. I gotta listen to that Doc Future remix again. So that's a good one. And eventually, we will get out of Gotham City. Or at least the Gotham City streets. Oh man, I'm kind of imagining like what the fallout would have been had this actually come out in the US. I mean, granted, the PC Engine was not a successful console over here, but people have a very, like, set idea of what Batman is. They're like, why am I playing as this, like, tiny fat man? You know, Penguin was in Batman Returns. Like, fucking SJWs making Batman bump into mimes. It's like that fucking The Killing Joke all over again. Please do not quiz me on my knowledge of Batman. I don't really read a lot of DC comics. I am a Marvel person. When it comes to superhero stuff, anyway. It's like, you think I grew up on Batman? Well, I grew up on the animated series, but I didn't grow up on those comics because they were terrible. And Frank Miller is fucking garbage. You remember when Frank Miller wrote Batman Holy Terror? Which, if you've never heard of it, was a series where Batman was a racist who beat up Muslims. That was pretty much the whole thing. It was just this reactionary reaction to 9/11. And then in an interview, fucking... the walk sign was on. No. The walk sign was on. That van blew a traffic light. Batman, why aren't you stopping that driver? Instead, you're beating up Muslims, and then your creator's doing interviews comparing it to fucking Captain America punching the Nazis, which is so unbelievably offensive. I'm not even gonna comment on it. Like, I'd say pretty big difference between the Nazi Party and Muslims. Yeah, just a couple, like maybe one or two. Frank, just gonna throw that out there. Exactly. Captain America is such an awesome character. I say that with genuine sincerity. He's like one of my favorite comic book characters. Which, for people who don't really read comics, they would think that's like foolish, because like... they're like, but he's like a guy with like the American flag on his suit, and it's like, yeah, but he's... But Captain America is like totally a socialist. At least when he has, like, good writers. Like, so many Captain America comics from, like, the 70s and the 80s where he's going to, like protest at college campuses and beating up cops, like... It's so good. Yeah, also, Batman would never hand over the reins of his costume to a black man, so you know, that's one more thing Captain America has going for him. I'm sure it's been retconned like 20 times because current day Marvel is a fucking joke. But there was a time where Captain America had decided to retire from being Captain America, and so he handed over the reins of the costume to the Falcon, who was always like his sidekick. Hold on, what's this? I think that might have been before or after the whole fucking like Miles Morales becoming Spider-Man 2. Oh, Falcon becoming a werewolf. I don't remember when that was either. There's a video on it by like the one comic book channel on YouTube that's actually worth following. He did a video on it, but I haven't watched it yet. Actually, I take it back. There are two channels on YouTube that are worth following about comics. One of them is Comic Tropes. That's a good one. It's just like some dude in his house talking about comics and generally being a cool dude. And fuck, I can't remember the name of the other one. It's a little more professionally done. No, not that. I don't even know what that one is. But, maybe I'll look it up after I'm finished with Batman. I think I'll maybe stop once I actually get to like the next area, because I've been in Gotham for way too long. No, I don't know anything about like the Channel Awesome people. I avoided that whole thing like the plague because one, it was a group of adults on something called Channel Awesome. Alright? You call your shit Channel Awesome when you're like 12 years old. Not when you're like in your 20s or 30s and you're like needing a name for your company. Like, maybe if you're making cartoons for kids, then it's like, yeah, we're Channel Awesome because kids love that shit. But not when you're like a grown man. And what's the deal with like the loose tie? Like, God, is that like the fucking rainbow suspenders on like a shit comedian? Bullet. I mean, the only video of Doug Walkers I've ever watched was the one that Slow Beef and Diabetes made fun of, where it was just him shouting incoherently while playing Bart's Nightmare on the Super NES. It was terrible. And I just remember watching it thinking like, huh, people, they think this is good. They looked at this and they said, yeah. I don't know if I really, I mean, I guess, I've seen worse on YouTube. Because it fucking constantly recommends me like the stupidest shit, and in a moment of weakness it's like, okay, I have to watch this because my curiosity is getting the better of me. And of course, don't forget about the motorcycle contest in Gotham City. Oh, speaking of right-wing video game shitheads, the other night, myself and a bunch of other people were in the SNE Exploration podcast Discord were watching some gaming YouTube videos. I don't know if Bachelor's still here, but if he is, he'll know exactly what I'm talking about. And we were watching some dude reviewing Dreamcast videos, or Dreamcast games, and I can't remember his name, and the video didn't pop up in my viewing history, so I couldn't look it up again. But like, he just stops in the middle of this review, and he's like, look, the only thing that's worse than Donald Trump are people who hate Donald Trump, because listen, at least Donald Trump hasn't gotten us into any wars yet. And then, and unfortunately, the video was abruptly cut off by our host. So I couldn't see where else he was going with that. I'm sure it wasn't anywhere good, but sometimes you just gotta see, man. Oh yeah, the museum Batman, he's wiping off graffiti on these paintings. Very glamorous work Batman is doing for Gotham City. I mean, also, if you're looking up eastward stuff, yeah, you're gonna get some bad people. I mean, Eris is part of the Tekken community, after all. Eris, as in the guy with the huge beard, not the flower girl from Final Fantasy VII. Also, that fucking remake is coming out soon. I do not care if I have to pull money out of my savings account. I am getting that shit day one. I like how he just like wipes the paintings off like a mom who like spits on her shirt to wipe like ice cream off her kid's face. Very, yeah, very tender. I think we've seen enough of Batman. Let's see, what's next? Because I don't know how many levels Batman has, but it's fucking... It just goes on and on and on. And on and on and on. And on and on and on and on. And fucking on. Oh, I know. Hold on a sec. Do a CD game here. Do another PC Engine CD game here. And you probably already saw it because you saw me go through the menu. But I'll do some cutscene stuff here.
We, the Special Mission Unit, were sent here to rescue hostages upon a request from the Lloyd government. There was, however, no sight of a camp at the designated location. We had been tricked by the Lloyd regime. What met our eyes instead was... How could Lloyd's government betray us?
Colonel Kadat of the Republic of Libid, Mr. Lee of the Hong Kong Mafia, Chairman Steve of the Duo Foundation, Dr. Garcia, a brilliant physicist, With these four as its core figures, Force Project, an international armed band, began its evil activities. Its aim was to rule the world by organizing massacres, blackmailing, terrorism, and smuggling of weapons.
Yes, Mr. President. We're certain that Lloyd betrayed us. It seems that the Force Project is behind them. Their ability should not be underestimated. Yes, I have someone in mind. Let me handle this.
Is it over?
He's entrusted me with the task.
So you'll ask him then?
The only person who could possibly fight the Force Project is this man. Guy Kazama is the only one.
It's Last Alert. A fucking classic of video game. Don't know why it just like kind of froze up like that, but whatever.
I thought I'd find you here.
I thought we'd always do things together, even when we die.
We've received a report that Lloyd and the Force Project jointly developed a stealth aircraft.
You're not expecting me to steal it.
That's what I want. Spartan has already infiltrated into Lloyd's frontline base, Blue Rhinos. He'll be your assistant on this mission.
Well, I owe Lloyd and the Force Project one, and I always make it a rule to get square with these guys.
Check this out. Or wait. Oh. What movie were they watching? Probably watching Die Hard. Probably watching Stop or My Mom Will Shoot. Anyway, so that's the intro to Last Alert. Which, it's this. It's a top-down shooter. You know, not a big surprise that this was done by the same team that did Final Zone 2. Now, the downside is, unlike Final Zone 2, this game does not have an amazing pop song that plays in like the 5th level. But what it does have are very, 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 very light RPG mechanics. Because I have just leveled up and become a sharpshooter. It's more, well, there are two things. There's more HP, and then the other thing I'll show off once I level up enough. But it's like once every few levels, I think, until you reach the end. Because there is a level cap in this game. Hold up.
Kazama, if you don't want the hostage killed, you should keep quiet.
Guy, the stealth bomber is in the back of this factory.
Okay, Spartan, hang in there just a while longer.
Waka waka. Alright, so if I shoot the human shield, I will take damage, so I gotta be kinda careful with my aim. Like so. Trying to hit him there. So that actually makes the first boss probably the trickiest. Yeah, I can't do Muppet voices, otherwise I would be like, oh, waka waka. There's something I've learned over the course of my life. I cannot do voices to save my life. Alright, I've rescued my colleague. Alright, time to set some time bombs. So this is like the end of Metal Gear Solid 3 where you gotta put the C3 in the Shagohod hangar. This game is nowhere near as good though. Hold on, I'm getting my ass kicked here. I mean, this was the early 90s. There was one game from this time period that had good acting, and that was Snatcher. Oh no, I'm a sniper. You know, as you can see, the way I'm just kind of spraying bullets everywhere, the way that a sniper does. Just gotta go around and find these areas here, which, you know, luckily have been marked ahead of time, so it's just like put bomb here. There actually is a top-down shooter that Sega put out called Crackdown, not to be confused with the Xbox 360 game. But the whole point of that game was you shoot enemies and then you put bombs down because you're destroying enemy bases. That game is a lot of fun. Alright, gotta find all these X's here. Yeah, I think at this point the secret of me knowing so much about video games is just emulating the shit out of them. Like, I could never do like my own YouTube channel because I don't have like a big wall of games to stand in front of like a fucking dope. Like, I don't even own any Funko Pops. Like, I have no gamer cred. That's why I have to give it away in the Twitch chat. Yep, there's still more bombs put down. I'll know, the game will tell you when you put down all of the bombs. Let's see. That's the problem with missions like this, is you just kinda wander around until you find where you need to go. Oh, now I'm a corporal. Oh, there it is. Okay, time to escape. Oh, let me check. So now that I've leveled up enough, I could switch from a M19, which is not an automatic weapon, to handgun. But now I can use an Uzi. I mean, it might be an automatic pistol, but you know, it's not a rapid fire weapon.
Uh-oh. I see there's a welcoming committee out for me.
Yep, that's the welcoming committee. But I do have a flamethrower, which barely works. If anything, it's gonna get me killed, so I'm gonna stop using it. Your colleague seems to have successfully captured the stealth aircraft. Alright, this is a funny level. You remember that episode of The Simpsons where Sideshow Bob wants to eliminate television forever, and he escapes from the US military base in a biplane, and the soldiers have to slowly walk after him with their arms outstretched. Yeah, that's like this level here. Because eventually, they just kind of slow down. Special Forces. This is 1990 for you. Although, if you are on the PC Engine and you're like, I want a military shooter with like some buff shirtless dudes shooting at some rando enemy army, I would say Bloody Wolf is significantly better than this. And it's on a Hue card, it's not on CD like this. Time to run on board the stealth bomber. Thank you to our friend Fozzie for getting us out of there. Oh, let me turn this up, there's a cutscene happening.
Who are you?
We are from the Force Project. You'll have to come with me.
Did you hear about the jetliner that crashed in the Republic of Flet on the eastern side a week ago?
It seems President Allman has been taken prisoner.
It looks like President Allman is imprisoned in a camp on top of Mount Alt, about 50 kilometers northwest of the crash site. That's why I want you to.
You don't have to say any more than that.
It could be President Almond. You know, people will say President Almond, but I would say President Almond. Oh wait, shit. I don't want to be using the flamethrower because it's shit. Also, you press the button and the flame just is out here for like an hour. And it just... There's just like a bit of a delay when it actually does kill something. Look, I mean, President Almond, Chairman Steve, Colonel Kadat, not to be confused with Colonel Gaddafi, the late general of what it fucking, I forgot what country he was in. It's been so long ago. I can barely point at my own country on a map, let alone someone else's. Oh, I evolved into a captain. Also, you may notice he's dressed a little bit warmer for this weather. Went from a tank top to a short sleeve shirt. Yeah, you gotta bundle up in cold weather like this. Yeah, you wouldn't want to like freeze out here, you know? Trying to get some items here. The President Allman Brothers Band. Getting a little slow down here. But you know, that's to be expected. This is not... I said this last time, but this is not a true 16-bit system, even with the CD add-on. It's still an 8-bit system, but it has like 2 graphics processors on it.
Fool! Almond's already been taken away!
Well, then all I need to do is let you tell me where he is.
Okay, 2 things. One, that was clearly David Cross that was talking to us. Second of all, Guy Kazama just completely changed accents out of nowhere. Like, he just went from being, like, dorky American guy to, like, fake Russian? Like, oh, tell me where he is, you know? Ah, so that's where he is. Alright, here we go. Alright, so I'm now a major, and now I have an M16, which, just like in real life, is a spread gun. That's why we have to use AR-15s in civilian use. You know, just think like how much worse shootings would be if like people were just running around with like this spread gun. A little snowman there. And I think that hostage really has to go to the bathroom, so I'm gonna strap him to my back and carry him out of here. Alright, so this is kind of like the bomb mission. I have to look for hostages. A hidden area down here. And, okay, that just leads back up there. I want to go all the way down the bottom path. Okay, that's not fair. The guy's walking through the boxes. I can't do that. Look, that's some bullshit. You just walk through the barrel. Just lose your corporeal form and just to come after me. Yeah, that's the end there. Yeah, there's a bunch of secrets down there. I mean, the sub-weapons in this game are mostly useless. It's why I haven't really been using them. It's like, they give you a spread gun with unlimited ammo. You don't really need much else. Until you get a better spread gun later. And unlike Guerrilla War, you don't like lose any points or anything if you shoot a hostage. I think I've already got everyone here. Oh, you had this game for real? Oh man, I bet if I were a PC Engine kid in the 16-bit era instead of a Sega kid, I would have eaten this shit up, even though, let's be real here, the game is pretty substandard. We're mostly playing it for its incredible voice acting. Let's see if there's any hostages up here. Nope. I'm just gonna headbutt that bullet there like a real man. check something here. Oh, the gun sprite does change. Oh man, the Sega CD and the 3 games you own, not a good one in the bunch. Alright, where's that last hostage at? Yeah, there you are. Shit, there's more than one. Fuck. This is the hard part of the game here. You just gotta find all these assholes. Like, where are you? Oh, now I'm a tank buster. Let's see, anything here? I'm gonna go up here just to see, because there's stationary guards. There might be something around. Aha! Who are we helping? Are we helping you, guy? Have the horrors of war finally been too much for you? You know, maybe we shouldn't be going after the Force Project. We should be sending you to a therapist instead.
President Allman, it's nice to see you're safe.
Thank you. I'm glad to see you made it safely. Now it's time for you to die.
Thank you, President Hitler. Alright, my 4-way rocket launcher. Technically, those home in, but they don't home in on bosses. Ah, it was only a fake president. Of course. Alright, well, weather's warmed up a little bit. Yeah, much like in real life. If you like the snowman in the last level, you're gonna love this. Ah, the snowman. He's melting because it's not cold anymore. Alright, so I've been making fun of this game because, well, you can't not, but that, I will say that's actually a really nice touch. Like, the game did not have to go there. Like, there was clearly not a whole lot of effort put into things, but there was effort put into that, and I appreciate it. Alright, what's our next level? Because it's coming up here in a bit. Oh, we're getting to a boss here. You ready for some amazing dialogue? Eventually.
The president is an important guest for us too, you know. I can't let him go.
That makes me want to get him back even more.
Oh, what a love triangle this is between Guy Kazama, 15-foot tall Arnold Schwarzenegger, and the president. I can't let him go. I love him. Oh, now I'm a colonel. Not as impressive as a tank buster. Oh, hold on, cutscene time. Gotta turn it up.
This is very sudden, Leonard.
Well, take a look at this.
This is...
Colonel Kadat of Libid. You know him?
Well, he's a famous man, controlling all the terrorists around the world. I'd even want to get an autograph from him.
I want you to assassinate him.
That wild horse Robert from the Green Berets fade?
He's been captured and is in the Arcado camp. Colonel Cadat is in hiding. I hear that the only ones who know of his whereabouts are his guards, Red, Blue, and Black.
So I'll have the pleasure of becoming friends with them.
Yeah, that's what assassination means. Ooh, this got hot all of a sudden. It's like, ah, man, this guy controls all of the terrorists. Gotta get his autograph. And, these poor fuckers didn't make it. Okay, you can sit out here and grind experience if you so wanted, but there's no real reason to. If you look on the walls here, you can see the last alert. The titular last alert hanging out on the wall here. Or maybe it's that one. Or maybe it's that one. And I like how casual the hostage is here. He's not doing the pee-pee dance, he's just kind of seductively hanging out on his bed like, hey guy, how's things? Although you don't have to rescue the hostages here, it's just you get points for doing so. Yeah, they just made their beds and everything. It's like, I don't think Colonel Cadat might really be that bad a guy. I mean, maybe he's just a radical, and he's called a communist by, the US government. Or, or whatever it's called in this universe, the Ted government, or the Fred government, or the Horace government. About to head another level up. What's my next rank going to be? Yeah, if all those guns wouldn't stop me, maybe one of those fucking Donkey Kong barrels would. That's definitely Japanese for something. Don't know what though, because I am illiterate. In that language too, I mean. Major General. Like, how, like... You had Tank Buster, and you really went downhill from there. No real way to avoid those bullets there. And I think it's boss time coming up. Oh, right, yeah. It is. And I think I have to actually turn up the volume, because when I played this last, I could not understand a fucking word he said, so... So as soon as I get to him, I'm going to do a quick pause and raise the volume. In fact, there he is now.
I'll burn you to death with these flames. How do you want it done, rare or medium?
Sorry, I don't like roast pork.
Yeah, could you speak a little lower, please? You know, wouldn't want to be too loud now. But whatever, we got Robert from his sex bed and got him. So now I can actually choose the level I want to go to. I'll start with red. And maybe the mine carts will stop me. It's fucking straight out of Donkey Kong Country here. They are really getting desperate now. Like, fuck it, just throw some mine carts at them. I can't tell if that's slowdown or if I'm actually moving slower on the sand. Okay, I think I'm just moving slower on the sand. That's also a neat touch. I did that in a game that I made, where one piece of terrain causes you to move slow. Just kind of going on about my own stuff here.
Clear the way! Guy Kazama, you better watch what you say to me. I'm really quick on the trigger.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to get shot by my huge gun, would you? Doom Guy, who is now a apparently a member of the mill workers of Springfield. Yeah, you keep reaching for that rainbow. From the tattoo on Red's back, you find out where Colonel is. It looks like an underground fortress. Let's fight Black next. Oh, I leveled up and became a metal soldier. And now I have a grenade launcher that shoots rockets. Let me add. Wait, I shoot the chickens and they drop grenades. See, this is why you that's why you should go vegetarian, because you never know. You eat some fried chicken, and next thing you know, kablamo, you just explode. And you bite down on a fried chicken leg, and next thing you know, you're fucking half your face is missing. Oh, that was a quick level.
Hey guy, let my baby Betty throw you a kiss.
You're some weirdo naming your helicopter.
Got him. Guy Kazama, master of not only physical warfare, but also psychic warfare. Oh god, what kind of a fuckhead names their ship? Oh boy. Yeah, that was quick. Alright, just got some random info. Yeah, you think he'd go like full on Zelda and just throw some chickens at you? Let's see here. Metal Soldier. What is the next rank? Because we're almost there. Ugh. I'm getting exploded upon. That's not okay. Oh, really? I go from Metal Soldier to General? Man, the army sucks. See, this is why I dodged the draft.
This river's gonna turn red with your blood.
Oh, hold on. Let me turn it up a little more.
How interesting. But it's going to be your blood, not mine.
Fucking got him. It's gonna be your blood, not mine. I don't know why like the voice acting volume got so low at this point. Shit, I gotta be a little careful because I'm running low on health here. Yeah, I hope it isn't Chris's blood. God, Resident Evil is so good. Like, alright, so just something that I've kind of come to a realization of very recently. I never really thought about, like, in terms of, like, game series is, like, what my favorite is. Like, I have, like, a favorite game, or I have, like, a series that I enjoy. But I never thought, like, what's, like, a series that I love, like, pretty much every game in? And it turns out, it's Resident Evil. Because it's, like, even, like, the bad games I like. Like, I thought Resident Evil 6 was actually pretty alright. Like, the single player was terrible, but all the multiplayer stuff was pretty fucking sick. Ironically, I'm not a big fan of Code Veronica. Shit, I am eating shit here. Right? Like, RE6 had some, like, awesome stuff in it. And I admit that I'm a little wary on the Resident Evil 3 remake because, Jesus, Kai, you got fucked up. I love the original Resident Evil 2, but I was not a fan of the remake. I thought that the remake for RE2 had a lot of problems, and it really kind of kept me from enjoying it. Like, for one thing, like, the fact that characters... Like, I wouldn't have a problem with characters moving as slow as they did if it weren't for the fact that, like, all of the enemies were faster. Like, especially Mr. X, who just shows up, like, every 3 seconds to just chase you down and punch you, and it's like, dude, I'm just picking up a... It's like, dude, I'm just picking up, like, a fucking extra herb here. I don't need you breaking down a door, you know? It's like, you're not really scaring me, you're kind of just annoying me now. Oh.
Guy Kazama, how dare you kill these precious men whom I've trained?
Well, Colonel, you haven't done a very good job of training them.
Precious men. Only the most precious of men. Also, something I did not like was the A and B scenarios were exactly the same, which in the original PlayStation game, they are not. They are different. But in the remake, it's like, oh, you skip a couple of rooms in the police station, and that's it. And there we go. We just liberated Libya. Well, I have ended terrorism worldwide. Oh, really, dude? We're starting with a fucking gong. Oh, there are dogs in RE2. No spiders, though.
I have received information about a CIA dog, Guy Kazama, who assassinated a member of the Force Project, Colonel Kadat.
He intends to enter the martial arts tournament you host every year to kill you, Mr. Lee.
Oh, really? Well, that's interesting.
So we plan to present you with 3 of the toughest fighters.
Why does that guy on the
By
right look
the
like a
way,
penis?
Dr. Garcia, how is the development of your ultimate weapon, Indra, coming along?
Yeah, it should be completed within a month.
Yes, this game got nice and racist all of a sudden. As you do. I will investigate the mysterious building. I can't really remember if there were any other cuts in the remake. I just know that certain enemy types were changed around and not for the better. I mean, hey, at least the women don't bleed a ton like the male soldiers do. Oh, this is the martial arts tournament. You know, haven't you ever seen a martial arts tournament? This is exactly what it looks like. Like this is like how early days UFC was run. You know, Dan Severn and Ken Shamrock going through these ancient temples with machine guns.
You're not going any further without defeating me.
Sorry, but ladies first doesn't apply on a battlefield.
Ladies first does not apply on the battlefield. You're hard to hit, lady. Oh, let me see if I got any... I have a grenade. Let's see if that'll work. There we go. I mean, that's how you know they're bosses. See, back in the day, they would organize their soldier hierarchy by height. Now I'm a marshal. Oh, that used to be a clinic, probably. And, I don't know if those are supposed to be fucking hopping zombies or not. I mean, they're running just fine. Let's see, do I get no new weapons when you become a marshal? Because, like, they have their arms out, they've got the hats and the seal. Oh, that reminds me, you know, just talking about zombies. I don't know if I've ever brought it up on stream, but there's a, here, like, where I live, in my neighborhood, there's a, funeral parlor. And the name of it is Romero's Funeral Home. Just thought I'd throw that out there. God, like this 500 seed martial arts tournament's getting rough. Oh, that might be the best acting I've heard so far. Yeah, maybe... See, this is where Nintendo fucked up with Animal Crossing, is you can't have animated carpets like whatever this guy's name is, Chairman Frank or whatever. Chairman Jeb. Ah, communication line must have been under the carpet. Alright, well, at least these guys were smart enough to bring weapons. You know, these guys were not. Oh, good, I could use some of that. The martial arts on full display here. Yeah, who needs Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu? I have a grenade launcher. I don't know. Like, this game was made in Japan. You think they'd at least have some better idea of Asian culture than us. Oh, full armor guy. That's our next rank. Let's see if I can get out of here without dying. Whoa, that was close. Oh, jeez. Alright, it's getting a little tough. Whoa. Damn, that was like nut cutting time over there. I mean, this is like the writer for Mortal Kombat not restricting himself to a single genre.
Hey, you fatso, you're blocking the traffic.
Hee hee. Guy, I'm gonna destroy you.
My favorite Hong Kong martial artists are guys who sound like fucking Cletus from The Simpsons. Also goes down faster than every other boss so far. Oh, really? I had to figure out he was there. Who would have ever thought the guy I'm looking for would be at the top of a pagoda? You know, fucking Chairman, fucking Chairman Jeremiah over here. Let me see, what other... I have the Gradius options here. I mean, I guess it's a good thing I have all this health because I'm losing it. Yeah, I mean, the good thing about, you know, CD audio is that you can just go nuts with the instrumentation, but then you gotta tell your American crew, please don't get the janitor who's already tired to hold on, gotta hear this racism.
Those three were no match for you. Let me be your opponent now.
Mr. Lee, this tower is beginning to look like your tombstone.
Alright, well at least he didn't say it like Kung Pao or something. It's usually how it works in games like this. What do you want on your tombstone? Cheese and pepperoni. Ooh, cheese. Okay, got him. Finally, terrorism is over, and so too is racism. Oh, hold on. We gotta hear this fucking plot.
He's just a double.
Didn't even bother to fucking translate that line.
Imposter?
Members of the Force Project would not appear that easily before the public.
Guy, I checked around the ship. They're loading an enormous amount of state-of-the-art weapons on here, like you said.
I've planted explosives on this ship. We'll use that to look for the real Steve.
To the prosperity and glory of the Duel Foundation. Cheers!
That is not a good plan. I don't think you thought that through. Alright, let me turn that back down. I had to... One, you had to hear the untranslated Japanese line at the beginning. And also, Guy Kazama's idea of a distraction. Also, I do appreciate that he is wearing his suit in this level. I mean, they are shipping weapons here. Yep. Yeah, the huge, like, caveman meat includes items. Oh wait, I forgot I'm now a heavy warrior, I'm not a full metal guy anymore. It's like he's trying to remember Lee Ermey from Full Metal Jacket, but he can't quite remember, so he's like, you know, the Full Metal guy. The one who yelled a lot.
I guess you're what they call an
Oh, hold on.
uninvited guest.
So what are you gonna do with me?
I'll throw you into the sea after I get you.
I'll throw you into the sea. Well, that was a tough fight. Leaving behind the delicious looking food. You know, guy, if you didn't want to leave it behind, maybe you shouldn't have blown it up. How are you putting all these tanks on a cruise ship? A cruise ship with lasers. Bad Thunder. And now I have an M60. Mad Thunder, Guy Kazama. Yeah, you have to do like several tours in Afghanistan to even get to like Tank Buster. Like, forget Mad Thunder, you really gotta fucking work. Oh wait, this is the line, hold on. This is it.
You've shown me some fancy action here. The damages on this ship and the weapons aboard will come to $1 billion.
People will hate you, Steve, if you're too stingy.
If you're too stingy. He meant to say stingy, but no, stingy. No, why, they could not have given any less of a fuck when doing this localization. No second take necessary. Shit. Got fucking murdered there. Wait, I gotta do all that shit again? No checkpoint. I mean, to be fair, not doing a second take and just mispronouncing every fucking word, that's like how you become a successful YouTuber these days. Like, you can be as famous as that kid with the weird voice. You know, the Burger King guy. I hope everyone knows who I'm talking about. I haven't gotten so warped up into like fucking normie culture that I know who I know who Chills is and nobody else does. I take it you haven't seen the famous video. Number 15, Burger King foot lettuce. When you're eating at Burger King, the last thing you want is someone's foot fungus in your food.
You've shown me some fancy action here. The damages on this ship and the weapons aboard will come to $1 billion.
People will hate you, Steve, if you're too stingy.
Don't be so fucking stingy, Steve. Yeah, I'm gonna switch back to the grenade launcher with rockets, so I can get a little explosive action here. Yeah, he parlayed having a fucked up voice that can't pronounce anything, and it turned himself into a SoundCloud rapper. As you do. Chairman Steve. He is dead. Cutscene. Nice green American flag there.
I'm the only one remaining of the Force Project members. But I have completed the ultimate weapon, Indra. Boy, once it's launched, it will put an end to all mankind. Yeah, they shall be punished. But don't lose heart. I'll give you just one last chance. Unfortunately, it takes 24 hours to launch Indra. If you can destroy Indra within that time, you win. But, there's only one man who's allowed to play this game. That's Guy Kazama. I'm looking forward to seeing you.
As the President of the United States, I ask you, save all mankind.
I'll try, but I can't take the responsibility. This mission is just too great.
I know you can do it.
You can never trust Leonard.
Like, goddamn, sober up before you come into the studio there, Garcia. Like, what do you mean I can't take off my sweater? It's hot! But, oh, Final Command, that's the next rank. Believe it or not, though, that's not the final rank to achieve. You'd think so, but no, there's still one more rank. God, if only. Well, I mean, I'll find out after I hit 20,000 experience. Also, I do appreciate how, after, you know, taking out entire armies and, blowing up a cruise ship, Guy Kazama's like, wow, I don't know if I could handle this mission. Too much responsibility.
Guy, long time no see.
You're still alive? Dr. Garcia brought me back to life. You won't get me that easily this time, Guy Kazama. Yuraika!
Alright, we got zombies now. Just like Final Fight Streetwise, we're getting zombies now. Another fucking classic of video game. One-man army. No, Poison has not arrived yet, or at all. She was not in that game. Hugo was, or sorry, Andore. He's like an optional, fucking Fight Club fight you can do. And now we're getting to the robots. Come on, we're a one-man army now. Okay, I can switch back to the 5-way for this. Use the grenade launcher on the boss. Also, these time limits are getting really strict all of a sudden. You die now. Now the one thing that can stop the one-man army, a crate. Alright, so grenades do not work. Ah, now we're really getting goofy.
You're the infiltrator? I haven't had a visitor in a long time.
I don't need your hospitality. Just let me pass. I'm in a kind of a hurry.
Don't say that. Here, take this.
I'm in a kind of a hurry. Well, that was quick. Oh, thank God, I was running out of bullets again. Time to defeat the bio monster. Yeah, it took a while to get to a sword level, but it's here. Be sure to buy Valis 2. Also on the PC Engine. Oh, the final rank. Superhero. Also, I now get the Hyper grenade launcher. That I got murdered by all those bats. Holy shit. Wait. Oh, actually I wanted to take out the bio monster. I picked the wrong level. Whatever. But it's fine. We're a superhero now. The final rank. Yeah, he became a superhero. He's like, wait, shit, bats, that's territory I shouldn't be encroaching upon. I better get out of here. Shit. There we go. Yeah, this is the ultimate weapon. Once you become a superhero, you're able to handle it. I mean, even though this is based on an actual rocket launcher that existed in like the 70s, but you know. Superheroes. There's a lot of shit shooting at me here. Ah, good. A med pack. I need that. I mean, the rate of fire is not as good as the machine gun, but you know, it's fine. Just hoping I'd be able to block all that. Shit, gotta hurry it up. So I have 30 seconds to destroy that computer. Where is Indra? Alright, well now I can go back and fight the bio monster. How did these bats take more than one rocket to kill? They're fucking... Are these like biologically advanced bats that are like... fucking annoying? Ah. I don't want the flamethrower. Kill Nana? Someone has some family problems. Oh, undoubtedly. I mean, I don't know if it's going to be as good as like the graffiti in Anodyne 2 that literally said environmental storytelling on it, but it's still good. Shit, I am so about to die here. Oh, I walked into a grenade. This is a tough level here. I'm switching. Okay, so the bullets do more damage to the bats than the rockets. That seems a little backwards. I think if you shot something with a rocket, it'd do a little more damage than a bullet. Just gonna throw that out there. But you know, I don't work for Telenet Japan. You know, where all the big boys play. Hell. Alright, wow, I'm going through this significantly faster with a regular gun than I am with like the ultra final rocket launcher that murders things. I mean, that being said, I'm still gonna use it on the boss, but...
There's someone in the water. Something just grazed past my knee.
And there is our biomonster. Very, very underwhelming biomonster. What the? How you get all the way over there? Yeah, this is the fight. Just shoot it until it dies. That's the strategy. I mean, it might have been. I don't know much about instrumentation. Alright, I'm switching back to the gun, see if this does more damage. So I'm running out of time here. Oh yeah, I forgot this shit won't home in on the boss. Oh god, please hurry up and die. Why is there a time limit in this game anyway? Oh, defeated the dragon. Not really the same as a bio monster. Alright, time to take on the final enemy. Dr. Garcia. There we go. Finally, this is the end of the game, so everything is taking a lot of bullets to kill. Oh yeah, we're getting some mad slowdown here. I think that was one of the ranks I got earlier. Okay, please die. Okay, I'm just running through now.
So we meet finally, Dr. Garcia.
Guy Kazama, you have foiled every one of my ambitions. You're going to have to pay for this.
There we go. That was easy enough. Oh no, he's getting away. Getting away on a spaceship. I guess it's a good thing he left the second one there. Yeah, who needs a spacesuit? Just park right next to him. Yeah, that's fine. That's how shuttles work. Oh, okay. That's not just one little like thing I can walk on. I can go anywhere around here.
Why would a hireling
Oh, hold on a sec.
like you run such a risk to torment me like this? Why?
Garcia, nobody can hire my feelings.
Garcia, my feelings, they are not for sale. Anyway, this is why you need like a ton of HP, because good luck dodging all of this shit. Plot twist. Cutscene.
I've lost, but Indira's already been started. It'll put an end to humanity.
Isn't there a way to stop Indra?
Not unless you destroy Indra. But if you do, you will also die.
He was a snatcher all along. There you go. Oh, wait, his body can still hurt you. How goofy. And now this is actually the end. I have to stop the super weapon, Indra. Anyway, feel free to, you know, use the phrase, nobody can hire my feelings in your everyday vernacular. Like, I keep it real. Nobody can hire my feelings. Anyone, my feelings have been furloughed due to COVID-19. Is there anyone willing to hire them? I still got hit by that. How? I don't know if you could hear that, but Guy Kazama just yelled out, "Here I come!" Well, let me see if there's like a way to dodge any of this shit coming in. Oh, almost. Nope. Ah, Christ, I get to do all that again. You know what, fuck it, let's try the rocket launcher again. Maybe it'll actually work a little better. And the answer is no, it doesn't. Why would they give you like an ultimate weapon that's like worse than everything else you've been using? Yeah, it's like you're tempted because like, holy shit, that's like 4 rockets, that's like a ton of damage, and then it's like, nope. Better off just using the fucking spread gun and hoping for the best. I do mean that, you know, in every sense of terms. That last boss is ridiculous. I mean, you saw the bullet pattern. Because, like, it's a spread, but then the rockets go where you are. Like, they fill in the gap, so it's like, what the fuck? What am I supposed to do there? Well, the thing about that is that that weapon doesn't actually fire any bullets, it's all rockets. Yeah, I don't think that can be dodged. Alright, let's see. Okay, that's the... You know what, I'm just gonna aim here and hope for the best. See if this does it. Actually, let's go with the... I'll go with that. A little extra damage, why not? Oh, okay, that actually did do a ton of damage. Please get him away. Please, why is this boss not dying? Alright, I can do this. It's just really fucking hard is all. But once I defeat Indra, that's the game. I don't have the flamethrower, and even if I did, it doesn't actually always hit things. I don't know if you saw it earlier, but I was using it on enemies, and the flame was just like going through them and not doing any damage at all. That's why I haven't really, it's like I don't really use the sub-weapons because they're not all that useful in this game. Like, you're honestly so much better off just sticking with the regular weapon. Like, the little satellite weapon is fine because they can block projectiles on the side, and that's really about it. And it's just that this is the end of the game, so it has to be, like, as hard as possible. I mean, they definitely didn't hire anyone's feelings for this game, but they probably should have hired some better level designers at the very least. See if I can't get the... Did I get it? Shit. I didn't. I wanted to kill that thing because that would have dropped a fucking med pack. Shit. Alright. So you pretty much just stand here and hope for the best, because you're not dodging that shit otherwise. Kidding me? Not unless you get lucky. Alright, there's gotta be a better way. Yeah, Garcia, that's why I think of you. Let's try this again. Gotta keep going. This is it. This is the finale. The last alert, if you will. I gotta hit that arm. And just try to take as little damage as I can. Which is easier said than done, because you have a big hitbox, you don't really have anywhere to move. Come on, guy, we are a superhero. We could do this. Yep, alright. No, please die. I need... Shit. Alright, I'm just gonna stick with the 5-way and... Okay, taking that, and then... Nope. Alright, if I can maybe kinda get lucky, I can avoid it. Shit. Shit. No! Oh, fuck. Alright, so it was actually worse than if I just stood in place and shot at it. I may have to do something drastic and look up a solution online. Hold on. Let's see here. Don't, if you hear any noises in the background, don't worry about it. I'm just... Alright, so it's just the exact same strategy that I had of taking the M60 and moving back and forth like this and hoping for the best. That's the strategy for taking out the game's final boss. So it really just comes down to luck, I guess. So instead of running at the bottom, I'll just run at the top. I guess that makes sense because that means bullets will go off screen quicker and I can shoot again. Kind of focusing here. Alright, take this fucker down. And shit, it did not die. I actually managed to avoid that one, and that one too. Alright, alright, alright. I just gotta kind of be... I mean, it's still hard, but... Because your vertical hitbox is still fucking rough too. And then he's gonna do that, and then gonna do that, and that, and then shit. Alright, I'm gonna give this one more shot before I say forget it. The responsibility of the mission is too great. Because eventually you gotta know when the game has beaten you and not the other way around. Okay, alright, this is a much better run so far. Alright, so far so good. I got more health this time. Alright, that was not super great. And, oh, that one didn't drop anything. That's bullshit. But yeah, got it! Alright, med pack. Actually, you know what? There. I have to cheat now. You forced my hand there, Indra. What, this? It's... Yeah, oh, this is definitely a, legitimate, PC Engine Mini I've got running here. Don't... If it looks like anything else you've ever seen, well, don't worry about it. Just maybe it's just laziness on Konami's part. Ah, shit. Ah. Why gotta be hard to dodge? Okay, here we go. Now I could switch over to this and there, block that. Come on. No. Crap. Oh! Fuck, it's dead, it's over. What the fuck does that mean? What does that mean? Where is the ending? There's supposed to be an ending. Hold on. You know what? I'm gonna do just options here. Let's see. No. Hold on. Let me just see if there's a. Let me see if there's like a thing like on PlayStation games if I can see if there's a way to change the way the fucking CD is read. And there isn't. Alright, let me go to YouTube real quick. Alright, alright. Alright, let me, I'm gonna have to do this kind of in a weird way because, the fucking browser will not actually show off YouTube, so let me window capture, not that. Wait, is it actually doing it now? Hold on. All right, hold on. Let's do this. There we go. Oh, you can see my mouse on screen. There, I'll move some of my tabs. We don't need to see the name of the sex work website I work for. Alright, let's okay, here we go. The end of Last Alert. I can't believe we beat it.
019045. This is Guy calling Secretary Leonard. C019045. This is Guy calling Secretary Leonard.
Guy, it's you, Guy!
This is Leonard. You're alive. I knew you could do it.
I said I couldn't trust anything you said, but it seems, for once, you were right.
Don't worry about that. Where are you?
I wonder. The signal's already been sent. I'm tired of sunbathing. Come and pick me up right away.
Let's see. Okay, so there are credits too. Alright, fine. Thank you, David, for playing the role of Guy Kazama. Thanks, Alan, for playing Leonard. Barbara, for playing the name of the woman we didn't know the name of. Dan. Dan again. Dan, he's like the Billy West of Last Alert. Oh, shocking that a white guy played that character. He really was a mark. I mean, Dan was also in Final Zone 2 as well, so he's definitely got some chops in the video game acting world. Oh, continuity, huh? Well, Mr. Murakami, you did a terrible job on that one. Planted bombs on the ship. That'll be our diversion. Oh, cool. Zangief worked on this game. That's probably why there was a fighting tournament in the middle. Like, gotta make Zangief happy. Well, you didn't do that bad a job, Ohayashi. A lot more people under visuals and music than there were for game design. Just gonna throw that out there. I can't get rid of the mouse, so I'm just gonna try and keep it off screen as best I can. Thank you, Anime. I agree. F. Moriyama. Well, that was Last Alert. Also, you may be able to check out the Angry Video Game Nerd talking about ports of Mortal Kombat 1. But I think that'll be a good place to call the stream for tonight. Because that was a good 3 hours of me almost getting angry at a robot, and then the game breaking as soon as I finished the game. So, but thanks everybody for coming. Glad everyone had a good time. I'll be back tomorrow night. I don't know with what. And then I'll be back Friday again with I also don't know what. So, until then, good night everyone. Bye.